Y'all, what's up? It's your girl Danny again. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, thanks for returning. So once again, I am your girl Danny. On this channel, I like to discuss all things in relation to being a wife, being a mompreneur, being a social worker, on a debt-free journey, and also just overall being a girl in the process of strengthening her relationship with Christ. So if those are some things that you are interested in listening to or chatting about, then not only like this video, but also subscribe to the channel. So in this video, I wanted to discuss in relation to being a PRN worker, and also in detail being a PRN medical worker in the healthcare field, within the hospital setting in particular. So I am a PRN worker in the hospital setting. My requirements for my PRN position is to complete two weekend days per month. And each day must be a full shift, which a full shift consists of 8 hours that day. So once I have scheduled myself for the 2 required days per month, any extra hours that I am able to give is not only a plus for the organization, but of course it's a plus for my income, right? So other than that, the only con to being a PRN worker is, the fact that I don't get my own like benefits, any days that I am off, or basically any work that I don't put in, I don't get paid for. And then it's also a con to where they don't put in, the employer doesn't put in as much money into like my 401k, a retirement plan, as much as they would put into a individual that is full-time. But oh well, I mean, that's fine with me, right? So but other than that, working in the healthcare field and doing PRN work, I think is, really a plus. You really have many more opportunities to do that, such as like being an insurance verification specialist, being like a medical biller, working in the business office of the healthcare field, being like a unit secretary, being a patient care assistant. Is really many different positions that you could do PRN work. And then of course, being a registered nurse. I'm not sure about like being a physician. I believe so. It's the same as like being a physician, being working in the area of like anesthesia and things of that nature. I'm not sure about being a pharmacist. Maybe, I'm not positive. But I do know that the positions that I just spoke with are different options in the healthcare field of doing PRN work. So what I can say is PRN work is really beneficial for me in my instant as being a, not only having a family and being a spouse, and being a mom, but also just, being a mompreneur as well. I enjoy being able to utilize my skills in education outside of an actual general or typical employer, or the employer let me know is strict guidelines to what I can and cannot do, or how I can go as far as helping a client or patient and things of that nature. Doing it more so within my business of social work, I enjoy that because at that point I'm able to move at my own pace, or either I'm able to extend myself more to a client than I could being within the hospital setting. So I can say that just doing PRN work overall, it does help me have more of an experience also, because with PRN work, I'm not really like assigned to a particular floor as far as like a full-time employee would. What I would do is I would come in and I would assist where is needed. So if I'm able to work 2 hours a day, or one particular day, I wouldn't be really assigned to a floor. I would just come in and see where I can help the full-time case manager, or can I do some initial assessments? If would you need me to speak with a patient and get some preferences for what rehab facility they would like to go to, or just things of that nature. make some calls that may be that may take like a long time for the full-time employer to do it, versus me, you know, I don't have any other tasks that I'm assigned to do. So yeah, I do have the time and the opportunity to stay on hold with a rehab center or an insurance company or just things of that nature. So I can say that being a PRN worker, I'm not tied down to like the typical day-to-day tasks that a full-time employee is. I also did PRN work for as being an insurance verification specialist in the healthcare field, and that was nice. You know, the full-time workers would let me know like, hey Danny, can you call Blue Cross Blue Shield and see if they would provide a retro authorization for this particular patient stay. You know, I was on the phone. I have to make some memory on my phone, y'all, because my phone keep saying I'm out of space. So my videos may seem like a little broken up. But I kind of forgot where I even stopped at. So what I'll do, I need to make some space on my phone. I'll just pick up from this conversation in another video. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns in reference to PRN work within the medical field and the healthcare field in particular, hospital setting in particular, just leave them in the comment section below. And other than that, I'll chat with you guys later. See ya.